Okay, let's see it. Yes, I see the paper. Give me the paper. Oh man. You know what? I'll just use the hint. How about this? The elegant screen has been completely torn apart by bullets, the delicate silk surface stained with blood spatters from bullet wounds. Not far away, the gauge. What the hell was that? My screen just flickered. Never mind. Surface stained with blood spatters from bullet wounds. Not far away, the gauge curtain and the walls still bear the remnants of dark bullet holes and dried blood. Ooh. There were many guns surrounded her from all directions in an instant carried out an execution. Krishna covers her mouth and nose with her hand, not letting her state interfere with the investigation. So the question is, those must be anti-sinner bullets like the NBCC used. She couldn't put up a fight under countless bullets. The victim was already flying backward the moment she was hit. So she must be behind there, right? Krishna lowers her head, inspecting the traces on the ground. Amidst the abundant flower petals on the ground, Christina finds a torn piece of paper. A note found at the crime scene, which was crumpled and shredded, that blown into a corner by a wind. Judging by the size, should be the third piece of the whole. This thing? A rust red handprint is stamped in the corner of the scroll. The finger trails weakly drag downward, leaving a few dark, tear-like marks on the white paper. Okay. Then she steps back, taking in everything before her. The handprint on the scroll indicates that the victim was severely injured, so much that she couldn't even stand and needed to lean against the wall. As an assassin, she exposed her back to the enemy. She must have given up, and the enemy... No, this isn't right. A person who gave up wouldn't struggle to get here. She was trying to grab the weapon under the scroll. But... Yep, couldn't do it. Where is the last one? That right there? Okay. Victim weapon has been struck on the table like a trophy. Beneath them lies another torn scrap of piece. Scrap of Sumiri is probably alive though. Chris tries to piece it together with the first fragment she's collected. It perfectly fits. Continue piecing. The piece of view items. This one, use it. Torn pieces of paper come together on its handwritten writing Christina is all too familiar with. When she saw the first piece, she had guessed, but after really piecing them together, delicate flowers, fragile and easy to break, are perfect adornments for our banquet. Huh.
Welcome.
Ooh, did you see Shalom knew that Christina was gonna show up here? How does she has another ability. There's no way she can predict something like that. Like, she can predict stuff. Like, it's believable at least when, Light Yagami does it. It's some extent believable. He understands some things, like the huge thing he did with his memory and all that. But like, this is just insane. She has a future seeing ability or something. There's no blue rain inside the room, but she can't think straight under the effects of mania. Christina wants to continue investigating, but she stumbles and falls to the ground right next to the dried bloodstain, which further intensifies her
Eliminate all impossibilities, and whatever remains, however impossible, must be the truth. A detective can't refuse the truth.
She gasps for breath, struggling to open her eyes, looking at the scattered petals before her. She keeps trembling, her vision blurs and sharpens. However, the scattered petals become clearer and clearer before her eyes. Those are petals that were devastated along with all the lives of the garden sinners when the incident happened, trampled in this room along with their splattered blood. Christina looks at the petals, her eyes widening more and more, until finally she grabs them fiercely in her hand.
But not all have been eliminated.
I'm guessing Sumire is still alive because she's an important character. She gets up, unfolding the crumpled petal in her palm. The mic is not getting to the right place. I don't know if you guys are getting the audio properly. The petal is full of wrinkles, but very clean. It fell on top of a large dried blood stain, yet it hasn't have any trace of it.
The truth lies in the details.
She lifts her head to look around at the conspicuous mess, the massive blood stains, the reckless sign of destruction. It's as if they're highlighting something but also hiding something. Isina stands up.
And I haven't understood everything.
Alright. Barely restored note clearly containing contains it's a complete message. Judging by the handwriting, it's a letter to the mentor penned by Shalom. Let's see. This. An incense burner casually discarded on the ground. Ash and extinguished incense are scattered nearby. If the mentor sees this, she will certainly believe a massacre has occurred at this scene. But is this really the case? She observes the incense burner casually thrown on the tatami mat and the extinguished incense and ash scattered on the tatami. Judging from the remaining length of the incense, it seems to have been extinguished shortly after being lit. The people of the garden lit the incense, and the next moment the fight broke out and the incense burner fell to the ground. The fight and falling of the incense burner happened at the same time, but there's no blood on the incense burner. Huh. Krishna looks at the bloodstain on the tatami while contemplating with the clean petals in her hand. The petals on the tatami mat are almost half dry. They weren't blown here from the fight, but fell from the vase on the building. Or fell from the vase on the table. These petals possibly hide a truth, but she needs more clues for comparison. The broken vase lying on the ground seems to have rolled off the table during the fight. The vase filled with fresh flowers scattered on the ground, broken into countless fragments. Christina carefully picks up the pieces one by one, examines both sides of the fragment. The flower vase is thoroughly shattered. Judging from the falling position, it rolled off the nearby table. There's not much blood on the fragment, and most of it is concentrated on the front side of the fragment. Huh. What this? Withered flower petals. The petals in the courtyard are blown into the hall by the wind, piling up layers upon layers. Christina picks up a petal, compares it to the one she held in her hand. The petals on the tatami mat are drier. They do seem to come from the vase on the table. It's normal for the petals in the courtyard to have no blood stain, as they were blown into the room by the wind after the massacre. Why are the petals that fell from the vase also clean? They should have scattered at the scene during the fight or shortly after the fight ended. Oh, so they were placed there. Ooh. Look at the center again. After checking all the traces leaving the crime scene, Christina feels tired, but her mind is no longer in a muddle. All the inconsistent details, extraordinary discrepancies, and absurd yet unignorable possibilities all eventually point to one person. Shalom, if all of this is your doing, then what exactly do you want to do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Holy shit. You seem a bit confused. Do you want to initiate a scan? The scan is complete, and Paradise has also made an overall assessment of your plan. Although the measures you plan to take are strange, they're indeed reasonable and meet the task requirement. Whether colleague steps into your trap or not, her life is already at its end. The garden no longer poses any threat, and you have found the best way to evade the underground surveillance and retrieve SHP-13. Your plan is reliable. Really, you seem a bit different from usual. I thought I might have made a mistake and was about to be inspected. At first, our risk assessment of you was very high. We thought you would trigger an alarm quickly and then be immediately destroyed, but this didn't happen. We have always been by your side, and it's very clear the plan you have given within the limited time have always been reliable. Radisos trusts you, the underground is wary of you, and those dissenters are under your control. You're the most perfect and most suited Hush. 9 years is too short a time. We regret having to decommission and destroy you like this. It's going to be hard to find a suitable candidate like you in the future. If only we still have the cloning technology, Paradisos could have cloned countless versions of you and maintained the efficient operation of Hush. So she's going to be destroyed in the end of this plan? Why would she plan? Why? How does the Paradiso control her to such an extent? Shalom laughs.